What's up, guys? Welcome to Straight from the Chest. My name is Justin Groth, guys, and I just want to thank you for tuning in, listening to me. Thank you for giving me your time. Welcome those who are new. Guys, this is a personal development podcast that hopefully delivers value to you and calls you out of the complacency that you're probably in right now. Hopefully my words give you something to reflect on and apply in your life. And man, one thing that I have been very aware of with people recently is their constant nag on saying that they're deserving. And I call it a nag because you'll see why. But a lot of people are beginning to say this. And I don't know why, but my mind is just constantly looking at this and finding people that are saying this, but this is the phrase that they use. Because I deserve it. Because I deserve that vacation, or I deserve love. I deserve to be loved. I deserve this bonus. I deserve that promotion. I deserve it over him. Why do you deserve it? Let's ask that question. Why do you deserve anything? Why do you deserve to be loved? Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Why do you deserve to find love? And when I say find love, I mean find your soulmate, if you believe in that. Find the nexus between you and somebody else. Why do you deserve that? Because you've been hurt in the past? Because you've been cheated on? Okay. Well, what if you have bruises and scathes that you have not healed yet? You still deserve it? You still deserve to put that other person through that without having worked on yourself beforehand? Why do you deserve to have a vacation? Because you've worked hard? Okay, so you've worked hard, but you worked just hard enough to deserve a vacation. You haven't worked on to anything. You've just put your time in. And so for that, you feel like you're deserving of a vacation, right? Well, when are you going to deserve to understand that you don't deserve anything? When are you going to understand that? The only reason why we're deserving of anything is because if you're like me and you're religious and you're spiritual, and you believe in God, and you believe that He gave you things that are actually calling you into an identity, and that are actually going to be able to provide for you and others, then you know that you don't deserve anything. You only deserve what God gave you, and you deserve it because He sent His Son to die for you. Now, I'm not going to make this into a religious podcast here, but it does deserve to be spoke about and expressed. And most of us are believing of things because what? We love each other, we love ourselves. What if I told you maybe you shouldn't love yourself where you're at? Maybe that's the actual impetus behind why you haven't evolved. Because that's actually the crutch that you stand on. Look, I love myself. But you're broke. You need to fix yourself. You need to become a better, more refined, more resilient version of yourself. But that's the crutch you stand on because that abdicates any responsibility and that in and of itself is flawed. So instead of saying I deserve it, instead say, look, man, I'm going to search to become my best. I'm going to search to extract what I know that I'm good at. I'm going to search to extract authenticity. I'm going to search to extract my best version every single day in every single conversation I have with anybody I have it with. I'm going to choose to be a better, more refined version of who I was yesterday. Even if it's by a 0.0001%, I'm going to be just that much better. because you're not deserving of it. You earn it. And the only way for you to step into new territory is for you to not act entitled and for you to step in with an authority because of what God inscripted in you already since birth. And you do that with a sense of bravery and courageousness. And it's not you who's going to bring this to fruition, but you have to be the element that says, look, enough is enough. I'm tired of being just a mediocre version of what I know I can be. Believe in yourself more so. Don't rely or don't recline back on the fact that you're deserving of anything, and go out and really circumvent what you're called to be. Like, generate it, produce that. The belief is everything. Let me tell you. The belief is so much, and some of you just need to come back to that. Why don't you believe in yourself? Why don't you believe that you have more to do, that you have more to give, that you have more to pull from? Why? I could do a whole podcast series on just asking you why. Why don't you believe you have more? Why don't you believe that there's more for you? Why don't you believe that there are more opportunities that are going to flood your direction? Why? Why do you think that everything around you is just the way it is and that's all it's going to be forever? Why are you so nihilistic? Why are you so apathetic? Why do you even get up, dude? Why? You don't get up because you're deserving of something. You get up because you're fighting for something. And that makes life worthwhile. You get up because you know that there's more for you. And you know because your God woke you up that morning. But the belief is everything. And the deserving factor of it all is a very toxic and cancerous way to live. Because you don't deserve anything. And chances are you have a lot of work to do. And maybe your psychologist should tell you that instead of telling you to love yourself and love where you're at right now. Because that's bullshit. You need to extract what it is, what your why is, what you wake up for every morning. And that needs to be the impetus behind your growth. Every single day, even if it's 0.00001%, you're better than you were yesterday. And look, you're going to have hurdles, you're going to have bad days, you're going to have times where you want to literally sit on the couch and veg out and watch reruns of Friends. That's fine. Because life is not linear. This process is not linear. Nothing in life is linear except for gaining weight. Nothing. Not your business practice, not the kind of vocation you want, not your schooling, not the way you lose weight, not the way you put on muscle. Nothing is linear. At least nothing that I've ever experienced is linear. The one thing that you can make linear is your constant pursuit on being better. But that takes discipline. And that takes belief that there's more for you. And that takes talking to yourself. And that takes being authentic with yourself and being transparent with yourself and transparent where you're messed up and the ability to band-aid those particular scathes and wounds. Like it takes you actively being diligent in the practice of the pursuit. Discipline when motivation is done and it's dead. Discipline is going to be the thing that lifts you up every single morning to continue on. And that should be your reason is to get up every morning. That should be your reason to be better, even amidst things that are going on that are negatives, that are losses. That's a part of being a human. And some have it worse than others. But that doesn't mean you adopt a nihilistic sense of you. And that doesn't mean you abdicate yourself a responsibility because it's easier. That's the worst thing to do. That's actually not easier. Because your sense of orientation in the world comes from you adopting meaning. And the only way you do that is you augur discipline in your life. And you predicate your pathway on that. But it comes from a sense of belief, not a sense of deserving. And it comes by way of you and you anchoring in discipline in certain areas of your life. And that will constantly propagate everything that comes your way. Not only the people, but the conversations and your opportunities. It will propagate opportunities in your life. And it will allow you to see what you were called to be. Done.